Okay, Aquarius, let's get into these vibes for March. We're going to go into the first week of March, the last few days of February going into March. And the planets in the sky are going absolutely nuts. They're absolutely feral is what they are. So if everybody's not been feeling themselves or just thinking differently, perhaps maybe not you, Aquarius, perhaps it's everyone else. And they're going to start vibing more of your energy, an Aquarius energy, because Uranus is now closest to the moon. As a matter of fact, today, the day that I'm doing your reading, I could grab some binoculars tonight and see it in the sky, which is kind of cool. But what does that mean when Uranus is close to the moon? It means we feel as if we're changing our perspective on life, the way we see things, the way we analyze things, how we see truth is a big deal. So that is an interesting factor that's playing out. Plus Mercury in retrograde. Yeah, we got X's coming back, but they're not the ones we're meant to make things work out. We're meant to have that closure. The year of the horse is going to help you do that. I'm struggling to even talk. It's the funny part. Because my head and my mind is running 1,000 miles a minute and my mouth can't keep up with the thoughts. That's also that energy that we got going on with Uranus so close to the moon. Anyway, we have the sun. Also, the sun is coming here conjuncting, I believe. I could be wrong here. I think it's Aries. I have to look that up. Not a big deal. You're happy is all it's telling me. Stupid happy, in fact. This is wish fulfillment and desire on thyself. Nines are about us. The sun, Leo energy there is pure joy and happiness, pure abundance. That's it. Simple enough, right? The Hierophant at the bottom of the deck talks about doing something traditionally, like courtship, courting, dating, to get married. Marriage is an institution. That's what the Hierophant represents. College, university, also an institution, taking those steps to get a degree, traditional route. All right, and you are right behind that card, Queen of Swords. And behind that is the Two of Cups. So it's telling me you're getting into a partnership. So something really happy is happening for you. It's like a big life change. And you're the only one that feels like you're on track, finally, after years of hell and misery. You're finally having some luck come your way. What's coming in for Aquarius, please? You are, though, weighing your pros and cons in regards to someone or something. Because you are having that passionate new beginning. There it is. This could be a job or a relationship. It's just exciting. It's very passionate. And there you are with the Two of Pentacles, weighing your pros and cons in regards to something. We're weighing our pros and cons to a new partnership, whether it's business or love. But this person feels like a soulmate to you. All right? It's mutual. However you feel about them, they feel the same way about you. We'll see more when we clarify. Now, what is the surprise this week, please? Seven of Swords. Excuse me. Funny and interesting. I rarely sneeze during readings. That means truth. All right, Page of Cups. Seven of Swords. Page of Swords. And the Three of Wands. 2 pages, though. Interesting. All right. It looks like somebody here is ghosting or has ghosted. And now you're waiting for them to come back. Or maybe you're the one who has done the ghosting. If not, this could be an affair, but it kind of looks like someone's ghosted to me. And now the other person is hanging back and waiting. Moreover, Page of Swords, sort of stalking. Like, where did they go? What are they doing? What are they up to? And the Page of Cups is like, maybe I should text them. Should I text them? Or you texted them and now you're waiting for a response. That's where you're at. This is interesting. What's going on with your person? This is why I talk about planets. They might not be affecting you as much as it is affecting everyone else. So by you knowing this, it helps you understand what they're processing, thinking, and feeling. I'm telling you, the whole collective is going through a big 80-degree change. You less so, Aquarius, because these are like energies that you're like, finally, oh, I feel like free. I feel like I could be like myself, and it's like, but no one else is kind of jiving with that. They're trying to understand you. They're starting to understand you, but these energies are happening now. So it's a little uncomfortable for most people. What is the advice here for Aquarius? You've been talking about this. You've been vibing this all of last year. So now all of it coming to fruition this year, everyone's like, what? What? Shouldn't be a shock. Shouldn't be a surprise. The Eight of Pentacles in cross. Is this the Two of Swords? You got a lot of twos. Two of Swords in cross. You're challenged to make a decision. There's a King of Pentacles here. Earth. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. They don't have to be an earth sign. They just represent somebody very grounded and earthy, right? You're struggling to make a choice on who to invest in. Company, job, career, relationship, person. The thing is, and I'll be honest with you, Aquarius, you're challenged to put effort into a certain person or situation. Something's not working or you're not working at it. That should be the biggest indication to help you understanding what your true choice is. Who's not putting in worth? Who's not putting in the work? Who's not trying? That is your indication on how to make a choice here, because I see that you're a little confused. And this is because these energies are like Neptune leaving Pisces, going into Aries. You're still feeling the shadow effects of Neptune in Pisces. This is when everybody was confused. Going into Aries, hell the fuck no. Because Aries rules the first house. First house is self, identity, likes, dislikes. They don't care about approval. They're out there to be them and do them. And this is what's happening to the collective. Now, with all these other planets that are also aligning with you, influencing you in the right positive direction, I might add, it's like you're able to see things clearly, but you're still feeling the shadow effects of that Pisces energy. But here you are, you're like, the stable person or the passionate person? I don't know. And your advice is to make that choice. But how are you going to do it? Look at the person who's putting in the most effort. Look at yourself. Where are you putting in your most effort? Because there's somebody here who's definitely emotionally mature and available too. Adding on to that. What is the outcome for Pisces this week? I knew March was going to be hella interesting. Page of Wands. All right, so a couple of things here with the Page of Wands. This is you being curious. This is you ready for a new adventure. This is you excited to take on a path. This is you wondering where this road could lead if traveled with said person or said job or career. You're going to take that leap of faith and a risk right there. When you do, you find yourself being able to balance yourself and temper yourself. And then you have this new beginning here with an individual based on truth and honesty. Could it be a fire sign? Perhaps. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But I also see you walking away from something that no longer emotionally serves you. This is Mercury retrograde. It is not about fixing the past. It is about closing doors properly. I know that's not a popular opinion. I know nobody wants to hear me say that. I know everybody's going to rush out and listen to the tarot reader that's going to oppose what I just said. But that's the fucking truth. Now, you can hear the truth, and I'd rather be disliked for telling the truth versus me lying and this actually hurting you, because it's not helping anybody. It's not serving anyone. This is about closure, and this is about moving forward with the new stuff, the new people, the new thing that's coming in. All right, so let's see what's going on for you guys as we start examining these things, because you have abundance on the other side of this. Huge fucking abundance. That's why right now it's going to be like the universe is throwing spaghetti up against the wall. They're like, throw this opportunity at Aquarius and throw that opportunity at Aquarius and this and that and this and that, because we don't want to miss them. We don't want this opportunity to miss them by. So it's not going to happen, not on our watch. That's kind of what the universe is saying about you guys this year. All right, let's see what's going on. What is the Sun and the Nine of Cups? Basically, you guys were going through a shitload of challenges these past few years, right? A lot of challenges. And you stuck with them, Aquarius. You kept fighting the good fight, right? And now Spirit's like, well, this is the year where we need to reward them. But the reward isn't coming in the way they thought it was. So they're doing these funny things to you so you can expel them to bring in the new stuff. I think you're already coasting into the right direction because I already see it, you on this right track, this right path. You've been trying to get it out of your system all of last year. Now this is the season where it comes in. Boom, right here in March. It all begins. The Sun, Nine of Cups, clarify. Well, your intuition is kicking up a notch. That thing that was no longer working or serving you, or that person who wasn't putting in the work or the effort, or the person you weren't talking to, it collapsed. It fell apart. Now, I don't know if this person left and they came back correct and it's making you happy, or the fact that it's no longer there. That shitty ass energy, that fight, that breakup, that uncomfortableness, it's kind of dissipating this first week of March. And it's making you really happy on a self level. What exactly is the Nine of Cups? The Empress, you're worth your value and you bringing something into this world. I literally posted something. I literally posted this card today on Instagram. It's funny. It's like I do Aquarius every Monday and I do Libra every Monday. And every Monday when I go to post something on Instagram, you guys always come to the forefront. And I posted this friggin' card today. Go look at it. It's ironic because when I meditate on you guys, the cards come out to say, yep, this is what they need to hear today to motivate their asses. You know what you bring to the table, Aquarius. You are the table. Can the other person match that energy? The Two of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. You're weighing your pros and cons over something that has ended. It's onward and upward from here, Aquarius. You have a new beginning. This is the opportunity I was just talking about. Throw spaghetti up against the wall. Throw spaghetti up against Aquarius. Anything, everything. Let me see what they grab because they need to grab onto something that's new, right? Because something has ended. It has gone to the experience that it has arrived at and no longer is suitable or valuable to Aquarius anymore. It needs to grow. It needs to evolve. Without growth, actually without challenges, there is no growth, which you had the challenges and you did grow. And now you have outgrown someone and they're not growing with you. So this is why it was dying off in the first place. But you seem to be weighing your pros and cons if you should leave it behind and go towards the new thing. Hi. I see you. Somebody rushes in to offer this new hot thing. But you're like, maybe I should just stay single and independent while I got a chance. But no, you're going back and forth here with someone. And I see you getting unstuck. Ain't no way in hell the universe is going to let you stay back there. Mercury retrograde comes for the collective to see if everyone's learned from their mistakes, their lessons, or to see if they need to redo, right? Sometimes it's for the rare few who have learned those lessons and they're trying to come in correct now. But these planets, Mercury retrograde doesn't do that. And that's why we were talking about Uranus so close to the moon, because you can see clearly now. The fog is lifting. All right. What is the Seven of Swords, the Three of Wands, and these two pages? You got 3 pages in this reading. This is young energy. So this is telling me things that are developing in your life right now. New buds about to grow. I so love this for you guys. I'm so happy and I'm so proud of you. You know, you guys were talking up a bunch of things last year and you kind of went a little lone wolf. And it was to see who was coming at the table and what they were bringing. Maybe you didn't notice that, but that's really what it was on a deep subconscious level, is what was happening to you. This year, that's it. You're making it clear. You do not deserve a seat at this table. You are becoming happier and happier by the minute. However, somebody here who has ghosted, I don't know if this is an Aries person or someone of authority, because I still see these two figures, one of stability and one of passion. Whoever ghosted, the other person is waiting. Somebody sent a text message, and now they're waiting for the response. Curious to see what's going to happen in that regard. I think you're kind of being like, you know what? I think I'm about to go in this new direction. But let me throw a pebble that way and see how they react. Look at you. All right. Let me see what's going on here in your advice with the Seven of Cups. Holding on to somebody, Four of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, picking up the pieces and moving forward slowly yet cautiously after something has ended and died. Okay. Who should I invest in? You already know that. Deep down inside, Aquarius, you already know who and where to invest in for your future. You know this. You went over and over and over again in 2025. You mulled it over, right? They showed you their true colors. It wasn't working. Yes, they were somebody you were stable with, and they can continue to be too, right? And you're torn over this situation. But if this other person is flip-flopping because they don't know, oh man, do they need to go do their work? Because you do know. You know the direction of your life. You know the path, right? So why are you torn to keep it moving? Keep it moving. No longer holding on. You need to transition. You're in your cocoon. You got one little wing sticking out, your butterfly wing. It needs to come out. You have fully evolved, Aquarius, and now the world needs to see this evolution of you. Okay, this is why they're also saying this is the age of Aquarius. It truly is. This is why we have Neptune in Aries and Saturn in Aries, because that's the effort everyone's going to use for actual revolutions. Those are the actual predictions, guys. And the mentality is going to be very Aquarian. It's going to be about humanity. It's about civil rights. It's about doing things that are right. And it's going to show the collective how to be principled, moral, ethically correct, worrying about the other individual, but also showing up as our true selves, our identity. Okay, I veered off, but I just wanted you to understand how powerful you guys are going to be in this 2026, because you will be the voice of reason. All right, and the universe is shaping you guys and moving you in directions where they want your collective for you, your cohort, Aquarius, for you to find your people, because you will be powerful figures coming in the next few years. And I could see your cards, how they're aligning, because they're shifting as I see them right here, first week of March. And you can't go where you're going with things and other people and situations holding you back. I hope that makes sense. And I hope a lot of you stuck with me up until this point. Page of Wands. Let's see what you're doing here. Five of Pentacles, the King of Cups. Either this person feels left out in the cold or you do. No, I feel like you do. You feel left out in the cold. But there is somebody here that's available emotionally for you. And I think you will be curious to see where it will lead. Look, oh, I'm out here in the cold, but actually I'm not really alone. Someone's here. Maybe it could go somewhere cool. Maybe I should give it a passionate shot. I don't have to commit to it just yet, but why not? Oh, off you go, Aquarius. Off you go. Let me see what we're going to talk about in the extended for love. What are we going to talk about for love? This is like a concept. We go into your person in the extended, how they feel, what they think, blah, blah, blah. But these oracle cards gives us an influence and understanding what you're kind of going through right now in your love lives. Healing family issues. you are that butterfly that's coming out of the cocoon, literally, as we speak. Healing family issues always tells me you are becoming yourselves. You are becoming this new version of yourselves and your new identity. You might have been influenced and shaped by your parents, by an old relationship, your environment, and now it's changing before your eyes. So as you heal that, you allow new love to come in, a clean, healthy love, and a new type of love, one you haven't experienced before. So that's what, for me, healing family issues means. Getting to know each other. Yeah, that's this. You getting curious to know who this person is, maybe while you're out there feeling alone and lonely. Fascinating. Let me get one card from... I started using that new deck. Where is it? Where are you? Not available. Let's use you. Yes, I want to do this one. Angels of Abundance. I want to do Angels of Abundance because this is cleaning house time. And I want everybody to clean house and prepare for the new. Aquarius? Oh gosh, did I actually have to say Aquarius for a card to fly out? Focus on your priorities. Well, hello. That's what your friends are going to help you do too. Where you put your focus is where you receive your outcome. Your priorities are calling to you, which may produce a feeling of anxiety unless you give them the time and attention they and you deserve. Even a small of time devoted to your priorities will help you feel better and more confident. Boom. There you go, guys. All right. Members, let's go over to your extended. Everyone else, I'll see you next week.